Hello pets, welcome back. Today we're looking at a new game called Ascent. This has been out for a little while. It's a Cyberpunk style universe, closer to Shadowrun than Cyberpunk 77. So it's got a lot of really cool features. I just take 1,000 hopefuls, make that fall on Velis. The visuals, as you can tell, are taken from Blade Runner and Shadowrun type universes. They're not. This is dark. This is gritty. You're a slave to this corporation called the Ascent Group, and all of this dark, dirty grime that's hundreds, if not thousands of years old. And you have just the worst job on the planet. You get to live in the bowels of the city at the deepest layers and try to eke out a living. Everything down here wants to kill you and eat you, including the people. The visuals are fantastic. I've been happy with them so far. I have played this game for about 3 to 4 hours now. So I'm through the first couple of missions. And just to get a feel for the game, because it seems like it has a kind of complicated system. It's really not that bad. Now we're actually going to fix the character that I had before, because I had a female character before. I liked her, but I screwed up one, and I neglected to make sure that it was recording properly. So the recording software decided to go poo-poo on me, and it was bad. Let's go with the green tooth monster here. Yeah, everything looks like you dipped your hair in some kind of acrylic paint. Yeah, the hair's not fantastic. I kind of like the neon. Let's go with that. Weapon skin. Red digital? Yeah, we'll go with red digital. That works. Yeah, good to go. Yes, we finished your character. So, you are a mechanic. You use brute force to work everything out. So, Hoon is our boss. He is not, should we say, light in any way, but he is at least tolerable. If you notice, it's like, I love the level of dirt and grime in this game. It makes you feel like you're in a dystopian future. And left control to crouch. Yeah, it feels more like it should. Those are the problems I had with like Cyberpunk 2077. It was too clean, it was too neat. Everything was too new, but all their cyber acts were all broken. You know, it was just, it didn't match. Use F, so F to interact with the table. And this really does, it matches. So everything is this dirty, it's just dingy. Press O to get your path, that's fine. So if you want to get your path, it's like that. Kind of gives you an idea where you're supposed to be going. But you do want to explore in this game. You actually are encouraged to explore in this game. M for the map. Yes. I'll show you. On the map. Thank you. I'm good. This is our whole map. It doesn't really tell you where you've been. You can see with a little lighter places I can see or have been. Chests are marked on the maps. You may or may not be able to get to these. Some of them you can, some of them you can't. Eventually you can get your capacity to access all of these chests, but don't expect to do it right away. Do explore, do look for, do try, because they're worth getting, but you can't always expect it to be right there.
So, they finally sent backup. Guess the problem was to reach the stack tops, or Boom would have left me here to be scavenged for rogues. I'm Trummer. Hope you came armed. SI's locked itself into a recursive void loop. Whatever caused it's beyond that door, together with a whole lot of ferals who came out of nowhere. Took a fat bite out of my thigh. Was all I could do to crawl in here and put the room in lockdown. You'll help out, right?
So what we have is you have AIs, SIs, companion, intelligence.
They didn't tell you I was already down here. Boom. That dirty fucking Jacqueline. Yeah, those fellows mean business. Almost got me. Don't go in there unless you're packing. Yeah, something caused the SI to implode. There's been some strange power surges down here in the deep stick lately. So it might be related. But I don't know. Answers beyond that door. Larger than the soups down there. And hungry too. SI's the sentient intelligence operating this here ultra-complex machinery. Now, we're talking the most basic forms of sentience. It's not an AGI.
So the SIs control the factories, the manufacturing, the processing. The AGIs are run by the companies.
Right. I'm gonna hobble back upstairs, find cheap soup Poon. Well, do nothing, I guess. I'll be through the lockdown. Good luck.
And with that, you know, they got the ammo. Gonna want that in a minute. What did you pick up? A headset? Oh, I picked up a hat. Alright. Get through that, and then we'll look at our character real quick. So, character skills. These are all the skills we can put points into. Eventually. Obviously, we have none. Cyber deck, this is our cyber deck, which is our hacking abilities and other successes. So, like right now, when it comes to hacking, we can do analysis and nothing else. Eventually, we have doors, chests, ATM machines, turrets, and so on. That's pretty cool when you get that kind of effect. I don't know. Weapon. We have the one gun. You have 2 weapons equipped at any given time, and then a tactical item like a grenade. Armor. So you have 3 pieces. Head, torso, legs. That's it. So I have a hat. That gives default. I can put the headset on, which actually gives me this one here, which is pathological That's explosive. Heat. Kinetic, I think is that one is. It's kinetic. Hold on. I think it tells me over here. Attributes. And support. Oh, here it is, digital. Oh, that's it. This one. And, yeah. So this is somebody hacking you. You have all these little tutorial boxes. They're worth looking at. Mission lists, side missions. If you need anything, it's right here. This is everything you need to know about the game. Everything is in tutorials here. Everything you need to know about the factions. You want to clear these out and read them. I'm not going to go over them because that takes. That'll take you about an hour. Just read all the default ones. So I do recommend reading them because it gives you an idea of the world and gives you a huge lore boost. So it's really worth doing. Right, that's the edge of the board. That there goes into another sector. We're not going into that sector right now. We'll go into that sector later on. But right now we're not going to. The map is absolutely really big. It's a pretty large map. I was kind of surprised. Because you have a wide range of areas you can go through. It's not just the normal, oh look, it's like one zone or two zones. No, it's actually pretty good. And the best part of it is, the best part about the world being large is they don't skip. Like a lot of games skip on content. In this game, they don't skip at all. The developers spent a lot of time trying to ensure that not only was the game well designed, but that there is more than enough content to keep the players, active within the game and not wanting to I can't hack that. And not wanting to just like, oh, it's boring, it's not interesting, I'm done. After a few hours. I stopped playing because I wanted to do some recording. So this aim high is actually useful because it allows you to shoot at heads, but also allows you to shoot at targets that are upstairs. I don't remember if it allows you to shoot downstairs too, or if a native just shoots downstairs. I forget. But it is useful for large targets and for shooting up stairwells. Okay, so let's see everything's good here.
Diagnosing. Done. Report. Power readings erratic. Energy fluctuations affecting WMD system. Exact cause unknown. SI offline as protective measure.
Oh.
Repair protocols invalid.
Of course.
Report.
Thank you.
We're waiting around in feces up here, and you sending reports about erratic energy
nonsense? You have one job. Get it done. I've uploaded the SI access override codes. Don't ping me again until it's done.
Alternate system access code downloaded. Installing. Done.
All right.
Revised work order task list. Done. Tasks. Replace external interface circuitry. Purge memory banks. Reset defaults. End.
In other words, we need to do a factory reset on an antique system. This is bad. We're really getting low on health. And I don't have anything to heal with. Arguments, go away. We don't have any arguments left yet. Alright. So bad. So many little trash mobs. But we are slowly working our way through it. Ooh, a shirt. And there's a little chest over here. We'll take that. Nothing useful. Let's see if that shirt's better than what we have. Armor, torso, empty. I mean, pick up the pink shirt. I don't know where that's at. Because it was a pink shirt, but I don't know. Maybe it was one of those that you can dye your clothing later. But sure. Let's see. I'm not going to do too much exploring. I'm just going to follow the storyline for simplicity. Yeah, I got health back. Totally needed that. So we're just going to follow the storyline. We're not going to do anything critical here. Because we want to be able to get through parts of the story. I just want to be able to get the story rather than just be wandering around for hours looking for stuff. Well, that is entertaining. I don't want to have to do that when we have a limited amount of time. So, we will continue through our adventure and see if we can find because around areas that yeah, that's fine.
Here to meet my gun?
See, these guys have two options in life. They will either ignore you or beat the hell out of you. I don't care. You can try and sneak past them, but I don't see a need for it at the moment. And we're gonna go ahead and hold let's try this new gun out. Open the box. Alright, so we got a new cap on. That's useful, I guess. Access the computer core.
Initiated. Purge. Complete. Resetting to defaults. Done. SI ready for reboot.
Alright, so now we've restarted. We got the SI working again. And we can restart it. The nice thing about the way the whole system works is that the pathing is really good in this game. The auto aim is really nice. It's really comfortable. You don't have to sit there and worry about being dead on your target. You just want to be close. I leveled up in the middle of a fight. I get it. Now, we can look at the level up. So if we go to loadout, we have our two guns, find armor, we have a new headpiece. This gives us thermal protection. Okay, not a big deal. Over here are manufacturers. So we pick up the cabinet technology manufacturer. So as you pick up manufacturers, and as you pick up enemies that you've killed, you'll get more and more information about the world. Really kind of nice. Now, leveling up. As you can see, we have 3 skill points. And we can go to skills and put them into these points. I don't know what we want to do. Evasion, balance, aiming, handling. Wait. I think I'm going to save it for now. This is one of those games that saving your perk points is actually to your advantage. It allows you to take and upgrade what you need at a time when you actually need it. So like right now we don't really need any perks. So, can we get up there? No, let's look at the map real quick. Yeah, I think we can. I think. Oh, maybe. If we get up there, we get up there. Like I said, I'm not going to go out of my way for it. I want to get this mission finished. And then we can move on to town in the next episode. And I don't want to clip anything out because if you're watching this for the first time, you don't know what's going on. You don't have all the story, you don't have all the content, and you don't know the world, so you don't know where I'm at. If I clip it out, you just don't know where I am. And it doesn't make any sense to you. But,
SI initializing.
alright, this is going on.
Boot sequence running. Done. Running diagnostics. Done. Reboot complete. SI
Alright.
operating at full capacity. System report. WMD system operational. Waste disposal fully functional. Report sent.
About time. I know I promised you a bonus, but you know how it is. Revenue
more trouble. So that is basically the first mission. We came in, the AGI was on the fritz, we poked it with a stick, we got it back up and running, and now we can go back and see what Boss Man has.
Attention. Emergency protocol 2 Delta 80.
Okay.
Compliance with the Arcology General Contingency Registry. Proceed via emergency tunnel bypass.
Sure. In other words, something just blew up. Or still blowing up from the sounds of it. There's like a war zone up there. What the heck's going on, I wonder? We now have a grenade. Alright. Our grenades are used in an interesting way. Look at this so I can use it. There we go. Here. Oh. Oops. So you have to be on a gun that can use grenades, such as my pistol here. And then it's Z. See? Oh, so was it? Which key was it? Which key was it for grenades again? Yep, that's the SI tutorial. Grenades. Hello. Where's grenades at? Grenade. Grenade. I thought that was the Z key. Oh, the grenade's loading. That's what happened. The grenade has to load by kills. Alright, so grenade is ready. Not sure which key it is. Hold on. Let me look real quick. Key mapping, grenade. Combat. I went to tactical is G. Alright. So your tactical, which in my case happens to be a grenade. But there's other things that you can put down in the tactical slot. So once it's ready, you just do this. And you turn your grenade. Unfortunately, most grenades are not useful in this game because enemies tend to charge against you. And charging enemies does not mean grenades are useful.
38. Muzzle malfunction.
Oh, there we go. So we turned on this SI and everything starts blowing up. Now you gotta wonder if that's our fault. You know, if the SI shut down because of a catastrophic failure was pending, and because we have no clue how to fix the system, we just patch it, that we actually caused it to blow up while we were trying to fix it. Because we didn't actually solve the problem. switch over to the... There you go. Because I shut stuff down because it was having catastrophic frames. Like, whatever that was, that blew out that whole wall.
Offline. Data net. Contact lost. Arcology now in default shutdown mode.
Okay.
Interface with data node to obtain full sitrep and clarification. Closest data node available in the warrant. End suggestion.
Okay, so we have no clue what's going on here. I think we broke it. He looks big. Oh, the little grenade thing. I don't know if we had it. So I mentioned that they just... In this case, we're going to throw a tactical. And see if we can walk them into it. But it's really hard. It's really hard to get them to use, they walk into grenades. Now when you get people who shoot at you, they're a lot easier to walk into grenades. They're a lot easier. But these ferals that only have melee attacks, nah, they're nearly impossible to get to walk into a grenade. And that fight actually went a lot easier than I expected it to. So what do we have here? This is an augment. Augments multiple energy, but allow you to do stuff. Cool. So this is set on augment slot. So there's my shot grenade. So I have the hydraulic slam. And that's going to be on 1, which is the Q key. And yeah, Q and E key. So hack this thing. Oh, sorry, that was the other one. Let's see if we use Q. This is a little fireball push. Which is really nice when you have a bunch of monsters on you. Because you can at least back up to your allows you to back up monsters. It would have been really nice in that boss fight. Oh, come on. There we go. I am really low on health, but we are surviving. So, that's all that matters. And that was a little health boost.
Set of instructions available in your codex.
Alright, so we're in the center of the archaeology now. This is the main ring. And these ring areas allow us to ascend and descend the stack. Think of it as a bunch of pancakes, where each layer basically has its own unique thing going on. But they're grouped together in districts. So our databank district has certain things that we are that dedicated to it. One of which is where we were, waste management. We're going to the housing district, and there's other districts too. Like I said, I love the visuals in this game. It's all 3D. It's all really good, classy environment. I love the look and feel of this game is fantastic. So we're gonna break our session here with the Ascent. We will pick up with where we left off to go to the warrants and find out what's going on with archaeology. But for right now, this is where we're going to break, and have a good night.